Welcome to Urealms Live, Fan Quest. This is the other part of character creation with EchoPirate here, as he's going to make his character for our campaign, hopefully this upcoming Sunday, if not the Sunday following. So at EchoPirate, as you notice, there's been a few additions to the supply section, if you're curious.
Yeah.
A few of them are already taken by some of your party members, and I am making normal limits on certain shopping things. But keeping that in mind, here's the remaining supplies, if you notice. There's a few new ones, if you haven't noticed. There's like disabilities.
Character creation.
What?
I already watched the character creation.
Oh, you watched it, so excellent. You're all caught up on what everyone else is doing. Darn, I didn't want you to spoil your character building by doing what everyone else was.
I mean, I kind of felt that I should, though, because I'm part of the party, so it's like...
Well, it has to technically be in order, so just with the knowledge right here, you should be able to go, okay, what do you want to be? But yes, this is why it's complicated to do character creation separate from other people, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Outside knowledge isn't super broken.
Yeah, sorry, my schedule conflicts with all that stuff so much. I want to be Kobold.
Oh, going Kobold this week, huh? Kebed. Alright, let's see your cornerstone and attributes then. You are a Squire Doomed! Oh, good thing.
Oh, no.
It says redraw Doomed.
Yeah, redraw it.
Thank God, I was like, oh shit.
Scary.
And then I remembered, oh, the last part says we get to redraw it if it's drawn in character creation. Whew! That makes things easier.
Good God.
So you're a single flame! Oh my god!
Wow!
Wow, you're gonna be, even without getting a single weapon, you're gonna be doing 30 damage basic attacks. What?
Instant 30 damage. Holy shit.
OP. Nerf now.
Wow.
Just
What can I say?
holy Jeeves. And you're gonna get to choose one person to make your Squire as well. You are Squired to.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be our Buccaneer.
Ah, you were thinking you might actually know Nick's character. Sorry, Nick. Yes,
Yeah,
Nick.
Nick's the Buccaneer. Yeah.
Alright, so what class were you thinking about going then?
Let's see. Well, currently we have a Buccaneer and a Prime Mentalist. So, and memes counts and doesn't count at
Yeah.
the same time. So it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird to count him because he counts and he doesn't count. Because AKA, I'd like to make sure he does, but as I said, from prior experience, I do want to have backup people just in case, because there are people like, when Memes rage quit that other week, I would like to have someone else prepared just in case. So, but I'm not going to go into that. But right now you have what was a Sun Cleric, a Buccaneer, and an Elementalist.
Well.
Oh, before you do that though, you get to do your gold roll.
Oh yes, gold roll.
That does make an importance. AKA, you don't want to choose a high gold class if you don't have a lot of money. Okie dokie, you got a 14. So that will put you at a starting amount of 190 before counting your class gold.
Yeah. This is a love to, not you.
Oh, it sounds like Apples is going to join us here. I'll have to redistribute certain things, but I can set it up for him to join us real quick while you figure your stuff out. So Apples is also apparently going to join us to character creation.
Yo.
Yay.
Where is my... I thought I had it loaded, like that other person character sheet.
I've got one.
Oh, if you can do that? I mean, I realized I have it, but I didn't save it, so in order to load it, I would have to change things, so here, let me give you a promotion here, and if you want to spawn it here at the bottom.
Here it is.
Honestly, with your dependability, I'm perfectly fine if I'm going to move memes character down to your slot. If you choose. If that makes it easier.
Yeah, just move me.
Because you're my dependable third, so you get priority on that third slot. Just all your inventory and stuff will be the
extra inventory.
Whoa!
Oh god.
That also means you do get... Oh god, it's lagging. Oh, I locked though, that's why. I didn't want you to see your free stuff you get. Because from Nick's character creation, you do have a few things you get for free once you select your class.
Ooh. Hmm. Hmm.
Alright, so what's that password?
Hi. H-I. And here, let me move your shop up as well. Just so it doesn't get confusing.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go monk.
Ooh, lumberjack, huh?
What?
You're a lumberjack and you're okay?
No, I'm not a lumberjack. No, I'm gonna be a monk.
Alright, a monk. Alright, cool.
Just like, what are you talking about? How does monk in any way, shape, or form sound like lumberjack?
I don't know. I don't know. Lumber monks. Haven't you ever heard about those lumber monks? They chop wood by, like, punching them.
Punch wood.
Alright, and you do get these for free. But welcome, Apples. You're going to make your own character just in case something happens to memes, and we can bring you in instead of him.
Ooh. Yeah, that's still loading right now.
No worries.
Here it is.
Let me deal out all your cards.
Oh. Did you move my shop into where...
Yeah, I moved your shop up. Yes, I did move your shop up. You noticed I saw you had like the golden revolver and the Rolinda blade, so yes, I moved your shop up. To make it less complicated and like cross-looking going, oh, I want to be that.
I don't need to do this shit. Well, actually, I may look at them just for
yeah, the Rolinda blade is still really useful. That basically lets you go, okay, I want to.
Oh, that's your parry. That's nice.
Yeah. On a roleplay side, that could be pretty cool. Still loading in apples?
Yeah, I'm loading now.
No worries.
Well, I'm good now.
Alright, well let me deal out your race classes and all that stuff then.
Oh man, Apples, you got Prime Mentalist as well.
Yeah, you got the custom class. The one I still need to officially update a normal-sized version, but I'm going to do that when I get around to also uploading goblins and hobgoblins. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and you got the Azultorian in the deck as well.
Oh yeah, you did.
So Apples, did you watch the other character creation, or is this going to be a complete surprise to you?
No. This is gonna be a complete surprise.
Excellent. Well, let me know. I'll let you know first of all, since this, I believe, is your first time building a character. You played someone else's character prior. But there's two big rules for the shopping phase, by the way. One, all supplies are available to everyone unless, like, they're bought out or something, which some of your party members already have. But you can buy any supply, which includes a few custom supplies.
Okay.
And two, I will let you do a once per shop bet off where you can choose any amount of gold you want to put up and try and get something from the shop for cheaper. And depending on how much gold you bet versus the price of the item and a few other factors, is I'll basically go, okay, don't roll lower than a blind, and you can get that item. If you win the item, you keep the item and lose your gold. Lose the bet, you just lose the gold. So it's a nice way that if you end up at that odd 10, 20, 30 gold, and you're like, well, I don't want to buy Dexteritas and or stuff.
Okay.
So I'll let you know those are the two big rules changes with the shop. As well, of course, the custom 13th class card, which if you're curious about which they are, they're all up here. Well, for the most part, I think some of the other classes were taken. I got to double check and see if I have all of them.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, if you ask me about any of the custom class cards, I can kind of tell you what they do for each class.
Hmm.
But if that makes a difference, I'll let you know. And also, though, technically on the race side, there is an option to buy, quote, racial masteries, which, depending on your race selection, can be there's a varied amount of gold over here, but can give you certain changes to the way you can play your character. In similar ways that, like, the old Season 2 races were.
Where's that at?
It's up here on the second batch of supplies.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so do you mind waiting for him to catch up real quick, Echo? Just so at least you two do the character creation together?
Yeah, I'm still looking at all my stuff.
Yeah, take your time to look over your things and think stuff out about it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with elf.
Alright, you're gonna go with an elf? What two elements do you want?
Let's go with...
It's four spells from up to 2 elements. You can have 4 spells
Yeah.
of 1 element, 3 spells of 1 element, 1 spell of another element, or 2 and 2.
So, aka,
Any of those.
up to 2 elements, and I'll give you 4 spells of whatever combination you want.
Okay, 2 fire and 2 arcane.
Oh, interesting. Alright, a Fire Arcana, huh? Alright, so your free spells for being an elf are the Cartel EX. Sleep. Spicy Dragon Rum. And Lava Burst.
Hey.
Ooh, the target is burned. It's real cool. I like that spell.
Yeah, it's one of the custom cards from the Primentalist over here.
Oh, okay.
And as I said, if you need to look through your custom class, I'll tell you what your custom class cards are, but next, let's go through your cornerstone and attribute. Alright, your cornerstone and attribute are: you are a bodybuilder, dogmatic. Okay, interesting. So your attacks and spells cannot be dodged, blocked, or negated. And you are also dogmatic, which, once your character is formed an opinion, you can't change your mind. A very hard one to roleplay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now do your gold roll.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a 15. Alright.
Yeah.
So you're starting off with 190 gold as well. Wow, you two had exactly the same amount of starting gold.
I mean, what? 190?
I already have my class, so I have 790 now. But
Oh, sorry. A little math off. You're at, 230.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot, elves don't start with 400. They start with 8.
I'll go to Magician.
Oh, and do you know the plot of this campaign, by the way?
No.
You are all going to be exploring. That probably is important if it makes a difference in your class choice, but you're all people who've been hired to explore a crack that has appeared not too far from the Tower of Ultimate Wizardry, and you're all going to go spelunking down there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna go to Magician.
Alright, you're going to be a magician, huh? Alright, that's 500 bonus gold. And now I can show you guys the free card. Technically, I think I'm going to prioritize because of your other teammates and you being the optional person. But Nick has given you guys 2 treasure things that are part of their characters. If you play with them, that is. So now you can see their full character sheets now that you guys have officially.
Cool.
But anyone who wants it can take a copy of the Primentalist Spirit Link, which is kind of like the Twin Dragon Amulet, so everybody can have it.
Can I have Aura of Dexterity too?
No, it was got off a random skill.
I know. That's.
So yes, he can't share it with you because it was got off something else. So if you don't want it, feel free to take it off your character, but you do have the option to start with it.
I don't know if I'm gonna take the Buckaroo vest. I might, but I might not. I got some pretty good armor in my shop.
Well, it's you get the priority on it since I know you're going to be playing with this group.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, DJ is going to be hosting a game?
Yeah.
I might have to tag in. I'll poke him a message, but don't worry, I'll get through your guys' character creation.
Yeah, I don't know about. I would like to join, but I don't know about 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah, you know me though. You've seen how much free time I have with our games, so.
Yeah, the thing is like, I would love to play, but I don't know if I have that much time.
Yeah, exactly. It's up to you. It's all up to you. I'll worry about finishing CC with you two real quick. No major rush or hurries, though. So we have a monk and a magician who are matched with the booty raider, a buccaneer, and a primentalist. And ironically, because you pulled lava burst from primentalist, you can also take advantage of the fact that your teammate here also has flame lance, which can put burning on targets.
Why does it have Spirit Link?
Because you get it for free because someone else bought Spirit Link. It's a primentalist class skill, if you haven't noticed.
Guaranteed color stamina. Ooh, cool.
AKA, I'll let you trade stamina around and actions around if you want.
Okay.
So if you don't want it, you don't have to keep it, but I'll give it to you temporarily until you decide you don't.
Okay. I'm gonna take Focus Focus.
Oh, Hocus Pocus, very fun.
And
remember, the supply section, you can get anything.
yeah. Okay.
Doesn't have to be in your row. I just organized them by cost. Like, since you're new to the shop, I'll let you know about some of the stuff like disabilities. If you need a little bit more money, you can give up a passive slot and get a little bit of a penalty, but would give you 100 gold for free. There's also random potions, which is like random spell scrolls. There's also, you can get another attribute if you really want to make your character sillier for 50 gold. Or the ability, if you really don't like my anytime system from last campaign you played with me, you can spend 50 gold to go back to the normal system of anytimes. And as I said, there's the various racial masteries, which, if I remember for Elf, yeah, Elf is you have it's a 200 gold thing, but it literally lets you give up 2 of those bonus spells you learned to pick any 2 spells in the game to learn instead. So basically, like, it's a super book of magic mastery. Even though you give up 2 skills and 200 gold, you get to get any 2 spells in the game to learn. Just like old Season 2 elves. I might lower the cost on that a little bit, honestly.
I'm gonna go. Okay, energy vest. Might as well put that up.
Okay, you want an energy vest?
Do I have any shield? Good. Nope, doesn't look. Okay. Oh, good.
So how are you picking things out up there? You're going with 7-sided strike, spirit rush, and serenity. Makes perfect sense for your monk.
Yeah. I'm honestly, this is the one time I'm honestly looking into my treasures thing and I see kobold rabies and I'm almost like, that actually might be an okay skill to buy.
Well, I think technically that's like a weapon where it scales, but I don't know. I mean...
No, it's like, if I got that and I got, Serpent Sting, I could do some really cool things.
Oh, that would be really fun. Yeah, that could be a fun combo.
Yeah. I don't know about barbed flesh. I'm thinking about buying barbed flesh, but I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna get kobold rabies and the serpent sting because that sounds like a really fun combo. And it's just kind of silly. It's just like, okay, Jane, I want to bite this guy. So, alright, give me a roll. Alright, you successfully bite this man.
Sorry, what?
Poisoned. Okay.
Sorry, what were you saying? You're going with the kobold rabies serpent sting?
My character like biting someone and then punching them with serpent sting and just like murdering their face. It's kind of weird. Like my character bites people before he beats them. It's kind of
yeah, that's really weird.
yeah, definitely weird. And that is a basic attack, so that would do.
I would say it does 15 damage. 15 damage because of Sickle of Flame.
To make it simple.
Yeah, if you bite someone, you'll do 15 damage and poison them.
Yeah, which is pretty great. And then I can Serpent Strike and attack them twice, which is great.
Yeah, which would be a freaking terrifying amount of... Oh, damage. God, 60 damage a punch. You're so scary!
It's great because, like, I still have 340 gold plus anything if I get a disability, I get another 100 if I want it. I'm debating what kind of weapon I want right now, really.
Also remember, I'll also let you know there is something called, if you didn't like the spells you pulled with being an elf, there's this Fortune Redoer, which for 100 gold would let you re-roll all the stuff from one random ability. So if you wanted, you could completely re-roll your elf spells for 100 gold.
Elephant tusk engine.
Oh, those are interesting choices. The Encyclopedia and a Tusk. Alright, those are solid. So as I said, there's multiple options if you don't really like the spells you pulled from your elf ability.
No, they're fine.
You like them?
Yeah.
Alright then. So you're also going to buy Windwalk, Dexteritas, and some Vagabond fish wraps.
Nah.
Can I put this in my shield slot even though Vagabond fist wraps say I can't equip a shield? Dexterous.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'd be nice about that. I mean, Dexteritas is like that exception. Sure.
130.
But that makes sense. You can still nimbly dodge while using those.
Yeah, I was just asking if I could put it in my shield slot. That was fine.
Yes, you can. I would be nice about that.
Okay, Netherberry Grant.
Ah, very smart choice.
And...
Honestly, because of that Netherberry branch, unless something happened to your teammates, you probably don't need any real offense options now.
Yeah.
Because you can do the combo your dwarf has up here of Flame Lance Lava Burst. And do 60 damage. Or sorry, you would be doing 40 damage a hit.
Yeah. Okay,
well, I can flip every single weapon in my shop now because with my gauntlets I can't.
Alright. One heart bark.
Can't shields.
And
Honestly,
Now remember, there is the once per shop bet as well.
yeah.
Stellar Strong's Potion.
Oh, a potion, huh? Alright. So what are you thinking you want to go with that last 60 gold then? Remember, I'll let you do a bet off if there's one last thing you want to try for that maybe you don't necessarily need. Or hell, if you really want to get 100 more gold, you could take a disability. Or as I said, you can always just bet the rest of your 60 gold on something and try and go for something.
I'm gonna go with the random attribute.
Oh, that's risky at this stage of the game, but alright.
Lose all your items and become a peasant.
Now that would be awful. Alright. You are no longer just dogmatic. You are also robust.
Hey!
Too late.
The ironicness of that purchase is that you're at 10 gold. I mean, I guess you could purchase the skills of their classes with your bet if you wanted.
I'm gonna take Dexter's and be done.
You can still make one bet. So you have the choice between all your allies' class abilities.
Whoa, whoops.
Like, depending on how risky you want to put the bet, considering it's your last amount of money, you could get Blood Oath Contract, technically. It's only 10 gold. Frost Shock is 15. A Nimbus Familiar is also 50, as is both Force Pillar, Soothe Spirits, all the Monk skills, actually. Oh, you did get to see the Magician one. Good. You did get to see your Magician skill you could have got. I think it's really weird you went Magician and the only thing you took was Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
But that's how it comes up sometimes.
Paintings are fun.
I mean, before betting the last of your gold and closing your shop, if you want to refund any of your items to get some gold back, I don't mind that. Besides Robust. You can't get rid of Robust because that was a RNG purchase.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. A little bit. I got Dexter's now.
And technically Spirit Link was free, so. Alright, well, if you're just not even going to try for anything, alright. So that's your character.
Yeah.
I would appreciate you to think of a little bit of a backstory or something about your character so I can help design stuff. Because you put some really interesting skills. I'm just not sure how often you'll be using certain ones versus others. Oh yes, we should probably total up your stamina as well.
Actually, I may not want that. They want...
5, 27. Minus another 7. So 20, 30, 60. You have 60 health.
I need help.
You are all so squishy, but luckily you guys can give each other stamina, and since you have an energy vest, you can heal for 50 every turn.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking with your last 60 gold? EchoPirate?
I'm thinking of possibly getting more gold, because I looked in the racial masteries at the Kobold mastery, and it looks really good.
Oh yeah. If you notice, it's the old Sea Swagger one.
Yeah.
And honestly, it might be a good idea if you notice, because your Buccaneer has Mischievous, meaning he has a 1 in 6 chance of crit failing.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy that, so I think I'm going to take this ability.
Remember, you can also just roll to try and steal it.
I know that, but...
Alright.
No, you may have noticed something about my character. Something very important about my character.
Well, you are a kobold, for one, but...
I have absolutely no ranged abilities.
Oh,
I'm a
true.
scared visage.
Oh, you're gonna have a scarred visage? That means your character probably has, like, some nasty-looking scar that kind of makes it hard for you to see stuff.
Oh, wait, is this the only... Oh, there we go, I got it.
I like that, I like that. Alright. So then you want to spend that 100 gold immediately to,
Get Kobold Mastery. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're a Dead Bones character from that one campaign. All over again. Kobold Monk.
Kind of, yeah.
Infested with rabies and Buttavaster and shit. Oh, good. See, this is a good thing we're doing character creation, because Memes apparently just said in our chat he might not be able to make it. So, huzzah! Good thing we're doing this now.
Yeah!
Alright.
Man, I still got 60 gold. There's so much more I can buy.
As I said, remember, you can always just go for 100 gold steal and see if you can get it for cheaper. Or you can just accept one 10 gold item, one 50 gold item.
Yeah, there are a lot of 100 gold items. But there are also a lot of really good 50 gold items.
If you notice, one of the other new ones is the Elemental Shifter, which if you want to change your element, although I'm not sure why in this case, you could just get it and go, okay, I don't want my spells to be Earth for some reason. One of my spells to be Earth. It's a weird one, but as I said, it's a roleplay one. And I'm making it clear to you because I've had other people argue this before. You are aware that Heightened Sense does not actually give you the ability of, like, well-formed Ruby, right? AKA, you can still miss with your basic attacks.
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying this in advance because some people argue with me and go, oh, it totally works like well-formed Ruby. No, it doesn't.
No, No, I completely realize that, but it's like, it makes complete sense for my very melee character that's going to be basic attacking a lot to have heightened senses.
Oh, of course. If you're really worried about range, you can always get if you're worried about range, you could always get a Force Pillar.
but it's only 2 range or 3 range because I have scarred visage.
Oh yes, you did get rid of that. You also have hurricane bracers, barred flesh. Hey, there's well-formed Ruby. You could take it to Ruby. That's a 50 gold treasure.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have to bet for.
What is the party immune to currently? What status effects are they immune to, if any?
Right now, well, the Primentalist is going to be immune to the spells they cast.
Yeah. I think that's
Nick is not immune to anything.
I'm only immune to blind. And then Apples isn't immune to anything, and I'm pretty sure that Memes isn't immune to anything either.
Yeah, let me double check.
Well, it doesn't even matter because he's probably not going to be able to play. Yeah, he's not immune to anything.
Yes, he has no immunity.
Maybe I should be nice and get a double damage buff because I don't think we have a double damage buff.
Oh, you're thinking about betting your last 100 to try and give your party some immunity?
Yeah, either immunity or double damage for the entire party because I don't think we actually have that.
I'm potion.
Yeah, but that's only you.
Honestly though, none of your other 2 teammates need the basic attack.
That's true.
I mean, it would give a double damage buff to the dwarf, but usually he's not going to be basic attacking. He's going to be throwing frickin' flame lances or lava burst. So honestly, you could be like a good team support and get that, but who would really get the advantage out of it? I mean, maybe the magician, if they decided to not use their spells for some reason and wanted to just shoot people.
How much stamina do I have right this second? As I am right now, I would have.
And are you sure last chance Apples? You sure you don't want to refund that heart bar and use that 200 gold to get something else?
No, I want heart bar. It knocks people back 5 spaces.
Yeah, on your ranged basic attacks, but how often are you going to do that? If you're feeling like a lot, okay then.
Yeah. 15 range too, so it gives me good like options to do stuff.
Alright. I think I want to bet on one of these immunities. I want to bet on... Charm, Blind, Burn, Freeze, Silence, Poison. Silence would probably be the
Oh, you want to try and bet for anti... So, an Amulet of Bone, that's an interesting touch for a monk.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not sure it would exactly fit my character to have about Amulet of Bones, but I'm mostly doing it for the immunity.
Yeah, and that could be an interesting role. Remember, they don't always have to be exactly as they're described. I will let you on the roleplay side change cards. If you actually want to mechanically change the card, that's what the Elemental Shifter is for.
Instead.
Well, you are Sigil Flame. You know what? I could say that. Like, there's the flames of passion that make you immune to that guard your silence because Dragon Fire is awesome.
Yes.
Well, let's see if you win it in the first place. I mean,
I'm betting 60 gold for a 100 gold item.
Alright, I'm going to say roll a 6 or above.
17.
Alright, you get it.
Woohoo! Yeah, I think it's gotta be an amulet of Varunga.
Yeah, that might be it. So yes, if you guys think of backstories and whatnot, I'll give you one last chance here. You sure you don't want to change anything about your character? Apples.
Yeah.
Alright, if you two are happy, then I'm going to call this character creation to go, because I'm going to swap over and DJD's hosted. So we'll see you hopefully on Sunday for Urealms Live.